Hello everyone, welcome to long-awaited HexOS tutorial. This is a module that only has one way of inputting. You just click the thing on it and it displays all the information you need. Well, the pieces of these informations are this 30-digit number that cycles. So when the thing is empty, it means the number has ended and starts over again. Then another piece of information is the bits that are playing, and the third piece is this three groups of colors flashing. So basically, the module has two states. Well, this number is independent and just cycles, and it doesn't care what you do with the module, just cycles on itself. However, the nodes and the colors need your attention. So the first piece of information is the first node and the first group of colors. Second piece of information is second node, second group of nodes, and second group of colors. And when you click the module the third time, it displays the first group of information again, and then the second, first again. So your goal is to get both groups of nodes and both groups of colors. However, getting nodes is easy. Well, not on this speed. But for colors, so for nodes, you just find it on this diagram, where black represents a bit and white represents empty. But for colors, you need to keep track of what. So for nodes, you don't need to keep track on what group of information you're on, first or second. But for colors, you basically have to count all the colors, magenta, white, and black, and it will always be 19 flashes total. 9 of them is going to be the dominant color, and 5 of them is going to be remaining 2 colors. Well, that's the normal settings for them, when you have normal settings for the module. So the dominant, so the color that has 9 occurrences is the color that you have for the flash. Basically, on each group of information, so for example this one, you need to get all 3 dominant colors as the first group of information. For example, like that, like magenta, white, and then for second group of colors, the difficulty is, for example, white, black, black. Difficulty is you can only keep track of one of the colors. So for example, right now you're looking at this color, and for example it was magenta, but technically you didn't see remaining 2 colors, so you don't know them. And now you're going to the second group of information, and now you're looking, for example, this color, and you find out that it's white, so you don't know these colors. Then you go back to the first group, and right now you're looking at the middle color, which is going to be this one, and then you click again and you're going to look for this color, then this color, and this color. And don't mess up, because the relative positions of the colors is important. So for example, you got magenta, white, white, then white, black, magenta. So if for example you messed up the third colors and you placed them in the wrong order, so magenta and white, for example, that would be 2 different pieces of information and you will not get correct answer. So keep track for that. And by the way, these colors and the nodes, they are not connected, so you can look for nodes independently of the colors. Now I explained the basic way of getting information, which I will do myself a bit later. Now I need to tell some more information. Basically, with initial settings, the time period between 2 bits is 0.07 seconds, and as I said, the number of flashes is 19, 9 of them is dominant, 5 and 5 are the remaining 2 colors. I will show the settings a bit later. Now, what happens now? The submission method. Your numbers that you submit is always going to be 3 digits. For example, 2, 3, 4. Basically, as I said, you can only interact with the screen. You can click it to get the information. If you want to submit it, you need to hold when the digit you need. So when the digit you need to submit is present on its position in this number here. So first it's going to submit the first digit, then second, then third. And of course it only checks the answer when all the digits are inputted. So let's see. If we had 2, for example, we would wait for 2 in the first position and then hold the module. Holding, and it doesn't matter when you release, as long as you don't hold for more than several seconds, in which case it would just, for example, you just hold for a few seconds. It cancels your input and you can release if you want. So now you need to input the second digit, which would be 3. You wait for the 3 in the second position. If you hold when the number is empty, it cancels your input. Like that. Okay, let's submit something. As you can see, the 3 things here turn red, meaning all 3 digits were incorrect. If something was correct, it would show in green which one it was. Okay, one more important thing. This module has another version, being Octos. It's a cruel version, which I will not be going over in this tutorial because it's an optional thing. But if you want to try that, just a fun fact: to activate it, you would need to input 888 as your number. Like that. Ooh, scary. Yeah. Now let's go to the settings. I will explain some of them. By the way, as I said, it starts with 0.07 seconds as the interval between bits, and you can change them in the settings, which I'm going to be doing now. So we're going to emic modules, and this is the settings. So this thing, disable Octos, means that you cannot input 888 to activate Octos. This one means that it will just activate Octos initially when you start the bomb. This one refers to Octos, so we'll skip that. This one I don't know, to be honest. This one just triggers a nice melody upon solving HexOS. This one, you can change the number which the non-dominant colors will appear. So right now it's 5 initially. So as I said, 19 is total. So 9 is dominant, and 5 are going to be the remaining 2 colors. You can set it to 4, 6, So 4 would give us a configuration of 1144, 6 would give us configuration of 766, but if you input anything about 7 or above, I believe it just will fix it to the initial value, which is 5. This one is delay per bit, as I said. Right now it's 0.07. And this one I actually don't know, it's probably for octos as well. I'm going to show another thing, what happens when you strike on it. Basically, notice how it's slowed down. Basically, when you strike, that's 0.05 seconds to the time between beats. When this number exceeds, so right now it's on 0.17. When this number exceeds 0.2 seconds, to be exact, it is equal to or more than 0.21 seconds, it will add hi-hat sounds, so you could understand where the bits are. And the delay never exceeds 1 second. Okay, I'm going to change this initial value because yeah, for tutorial purposes, and because I can't do it myself. Okay, I changed it to 0.15 seconds. And one thing I forgot to mention is when you strike, when you have multiple HexOS on one bump, if you strike on one of them, this time period is going to be bigger on all of the modules. So not just on only one that you struck on. Okay, let's do the module itself now. Okay, I'm gonna delete that just in case. Take 0. I need to organize it. Four, 3, 5, 1, 2, 7, 8, 4, 9, 7. 8, 0, 3, 4, 3, 5, 1, 2, 7, 8, 4, 9, 7, 9, 5, 6, 0, 0, 4, 1, 6, 5, 2, 7, 1, I believe. 4, 9, 7, 9, 5, 6, 0, 0, 4, 1, 6, 5, 2, 7, 1, 6, 3, 9. Now let's get the bits. As you can see, there is some kind of pattern here. There are like okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 groups. Like you can see 5 groups that all start identically here. So this one starts at, so this here all start the same. Yeah, I'll start the same up to this point. Basically, then this also all start the same up to this point. So this is actually the way that you can determine, you can narrow down your guesses to 4 options only, just using the starting notes. So let's see the first one. Okay, I think it lagged a bit, so let's skip to the next one. So this is one of these one because it started as dun 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 dun. Okay, second one which we are going to skip for now. Okay, it was so this is not this one because it had two consecutive notes here, and not this one because it has three. Okay, skipping this one. Okay, it had after these two it had three consecutive, so it's this one. So for the first one the code is 1110. Okay, now we need to get the second one. Okay, it started from three consecutive notes, so it's one of these. Skipping this one because we already know it. Okay, it's this one. After the delay it was one note, then three notes. This had two notes, then three notes. Well, this had two and then two. Okay, it just was dun, 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 then skip only one note because this had two notes. Then it had three consecutive notes. This here only has one. So the second one is 0101. Then after we got the binary codes, we just add up each digit individually. Just adding up, no moduling anything, simple adding. So we got our number. Now let's work with the colors. Okay, let's start with the first one. I think it had 7 magenta, but 7 can't be a number, so let's do that again. Basically, for colors, my strategy is just to pick any color and focus and just count how many occurrences it had. If it was just 9, then yeah, you guessed the color. If not, try another color. Okay, let's try magenta again because I'm not sure that I counted it correctly. Well, I definitely didn't because 7 cannot be a number unless I messed up, unless I changed the settings to 6 and forgot to change them back to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, let's do once again just to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, never mind. It's just magenta. Okay, now to the second one. I mean second group. Let's pick magenta. 2 magenta, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why did it so suspiciously run? It should be 9, but maybe I can't count. Okay, let's skip this one for now. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I guess just magenta. One. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, not magenta. So this one is not magenta. Let's just do this one now. And remember, 1, 2, 3, 4. I was counting whites. I believe it was 5, so this one is not white. I believe it was magenta. We will check when we get back here. Okay, this one was not magenta. Let's try white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess it was black. We will double check. Okay, now we check magenta for the bottom one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, it should be magenta. The top one is black, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we did top one now. Now we're doing the bottom one. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, it was not magenta. Okay, now the top one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Also not magenta. Now I believe this one was white. Let's try white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm not sure. We will double check. Now let's try white on the top one. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it was just black. And this one, I believe, yeah. Well, let's double check that it's white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just 5, 6, 7. White. Yeah, it's white. Okay, we got our groups of colors. Okay, now on this table here we need to find magenta, black, black. It gives us letter B, and magenta, magenta, white, which gives us Quebec. So now for blue, for Bravo and Quebec, we're getting two operators. Okay, NAND and where is it? Yeah. By the way, you could get all three blacks, which will result in a blank. The blank by itself is just here, some. Okay. Now what we need to do is take our number and get and write down all 6 possible pairs of digits in order of their appearance in the number. So taking the first digit and first with second, first with third, first with fourth order, second with third, second with fourth, and then third with fourth. Now we're going to take, well, for each operator we're going to find out what the result is. So 1 and 2 gives us 0, 1 and 1 gives us 0, 2 and 1 gives also 0, and 1 and 1 gives 0. Wow. Okay, and for XOR we have 1 and 2 gives us 0. Wait, everything else is 0 again. Are you kidding me? Okay. So the offset is just difference, like absolute value of difference of pluses and minuses. In our case, the offset is 0, so we don't need to change this number before going to the next step. If, for example, we had 2 minuses here, a plus here, and another minus here, we would have an offset of 2 because the absolute value of difference of minuses and pluses is 2. But all of them were zeros, so if, for example, we had an offset of 2, we would just need to add 2 to each of these digits and then take the digital root. So 8 plus 2 would be 10, but the digital root is 1. 2 would give us 4, would be 2, and so on. So don't forget, if the number is 10 or above, you take the digital root, not the last digit. But we don't need to add anything, our offset is 0. Okay, next one. We're going to split our numbers in groups of 6. And then, where is my calculator? Hold on. And then take the first half, which is 820, add it to the second half, and write down the result. And do the same with the second number. So 512 plus 788 is 1300. Concatenate these numbers into a new number. 497 plus 956. 1453. 004 plus 165 is 169. And 271 plus 639 is 910. Now we're going to split them again into a group of 6. Well, we happen to be lucky enough to be able to do that. Bad example. If we, for example, had another, like if we couldn't do that and we had, for example, a group not 6 digits here, what we would need to do is saving it. We would just need to take that remaining group out of the end, delete it, copy paste underneath, and then repeat it until it's the length of the number that could be split into these groups of 6. And then do the same procedure as with the offset thing, just adding up the digits and taking the digital root, and continue that until you finish, blah 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 blah. And after that you would be able to split the number into 3 groups, into groups of 6, and you would just need to do the same thing as we did before. Take first half and second, add them together and continue. We didn't need to do that. Now we just can take our number, add together the halves. So 116 plus 313, 429, 1 plus 453 is 454, and 169 plus 910, 1079. Okay, group of 6 here. This one is the remainder. Okay, continue it. Okay, taking the digital root of the sum. 4 plus 1 is 5, 2, 16 gives us 7, 13 gives us 4, 6, 4. Splitting the pair, 5 to 7 plus 4, 6, 4 gives us 9 and 1. At this point, you could just get a number less than 6 digits long, like 4 digits long, for example. What would you need to do is just take the last 3 digits when you have less than 6 digits left, and that would be your answer to submit. In our case, we just have the 3-digit number that we just submit. So 991. Okay, 9. Where's 9? Okay. I'm just hoping I didn't get that weird bug with the zeros in the number I got once. Where's 1? Ah, yeah, it's 1. Oh, I missed it. Nice. And this is how you solve HexOS. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.